Before we get into today's video, look at this thing made out of chocolate, Oreos, and sugar. Squirrel holding an acorn, other acorns, a tree. This thing's pretty cool. Autumn theme, and in the spring it was honey. It was like a bee theme and it was honey. And if you want the facts, I'll give you a few seconds to read the description here. Haven't filmed at Canseco's lately, haven't been here, been out of town a lot this year, been staying all month near South Point. I was here on October 2nd. I got gas here, and then honestly, I don't know if you could tell, like right over there, there's an Albertsons. I got cornbread. Anyway, I'm here now. It's November 1st for me. Expenses, I know laundry was $0. I did it twice in the Airbnb, it was included. Gas, 146, pretty sure. Only one stop here at Canseco's, which is the best gas station in Vegas, and probably the country, and possibly the world. What's next? Food. Food was a low all time. My low all time was about 180. It was while I was in law school living in Nebraska. It was mostly eating in the apartment and a little bit in the casino on the weekends. I spent, the number on the screen is right. It was like 151 and change, something. It was in the 150s. So I broke my 180, and it was actually the second to last day of October. Herbs and Rye was in town, and we went to Herbs and Rye, the steakhouse. So about 45% of all the October money was that one meal at the steakhouse. Still broke the record. It was, the breakdown was about 85 in like supermarkets and stuff like that, and 66 at Herbs and Rye, the steakhouse. So still the record, but I was doing like really good for a lot of the month. And what's the other one? Room rates. It was like $891. I had a 34-night stay at an Airbnb near South Point, and it was all of October, tiny bit in September, tiny bit in November, and so 31 of the 34 nights came out to like $891, 977 or 978 total. And we're gonna go to the grid in a minute and you'll see the exact numbers. But I just wanted to film something in Jose Canseco's gas station because, for one, haven't been here in a while. Also, won't be here for the next 2 weeks. I don't think I've said on camera, I'm going to Lake Tahoe with Herbs and Rye. We're going there, the World Series of Poker circuit. He's gonna play mostly tournaments. I'm gonna play no tournaments, all cash. We are leaving tomorrow, November 2nd, and so I'm not going to be here at Canseco's for at least another 2 weeks, and I wanted to film something while I was here. I don't think I told the camera. I remember telling a lot of people in person and some people in text I was going to Tahoe. I don't think I ever said on camera, but I'm going with Herbs and Rye. Herbs and Rye has promised me a steakhouse, an Italian restaurant, hiking, and fishing. Never been fishing in my life, so we're gonna do all those things and maybe some more things. I'm gonna make quesadillas. I promised him quesadillas and rice-a-roni in the hotel room in my rice cooker. So let's go now to the grid, see the exact numbers. All right, here's the grid. First gotta open up a table and probably should put some headings in there, just like that. And this is second half of the year, this table, so I'll show you all the months where the videos are already up. But right now, dealing with October. So, food in October, lowest all time for me. It was around 180, my low ever, 151.53, and 45% of that coming from one steakhouse meal with Herbs and Rye. We went to Herbs and Rye. So it was 85.53, like supermarkets, and $66 at the steakhouse. Rent, it was a 34-night Airbnb. It was about $977 and change for 34 nights. So the 31 nights that were every night of October, $891.56. Very nice house. Never gave you a tour of that house. Very nice area near between South Point and the M. Gas, 164, a little more than usual with just driving around Vegas because I was pretty far south in the city. So every day just going to and from the Strip. A little more driving than if I'm like staying in Harrah's or even in a neighborhood just barely west of the Strip. But there you go, 164. And laundry, did it twice in the Airbnb. It was included, so $0 extra. And that makes the total $1,207.09. Pretty solid. Rent a little higher than normal, but it was worth it for that very nice house. Food way down, laundry nothing, gas, you know, I paid what I had to pay, and that's it for October. And remember, rice is a spoon food.